Because Mr. Mugabe was elected on the ZANU-PF ticket to be president. ZANU-PF today, the proper ZANU-PF, not the one which he had been reconstituting in the fashion of his maid wife and his couple. The proper ZANU-PF is back in charge today. These are the people who were elected at the Congress of the party in 2013. They are now making a decision about him, and we, the war veterans, are hoping that the party will make sure that he's recalled from the presidency, and also that we want a review of the negotiations which have been going on. They should now go back to the party, and should they proceed, we also want the war veterans to be part of those negotiations, because we were his victims. The main thing to note is that we understand that he's looking for a dignified exit. Look, when he was expelling us from the party as war veterans, we never got a dignified exit. Definitely Vice President Mnangagwa never got a dignified exit, even out of this country. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Thank you.
Can you tell me if he doesn't agree to step down?
You saw the crowd yesterday. You saw it was called by the war veterans. We can call them back again today. This time, we say to the military, you shoot them on their way to Blue House.
And finally, do you expect him to attend this meeting?
No, well, that is his problem with his military, and he will be lynched. He was claiming that the military was detaining him. Yesterday, the paradox is that the military is now protecting him. This is how things have turned. If it had not been for the military yesterday, by this time it would be a typical African coup. Somebody's head would be hanging off the tree or something like that, and that's not what we want here in Zimbabwe. You saw the order, you saw the discipline, you saw no looting, no nothing. That's the Zimbabwean way of doing things. I hope he also realized that the Zimbabwean way of doing things is for him to give in quickly, so that the situation does not get any more aggravated than it is right now.
And the First Lady, her future?
Well, she was a married woman who was riding on the marriage certificate of her husband. They can always sort themselves out between husband and wife, and whoever.
But where she's out of the country?
Well, we don't know. That's their family. They can explain where she is today. But the ticket on which she wrote is that of her husband, and the party is going to settle scores with her husband today at this committee meeting.
So, what does it feel like to turn against an icon like Mr. Mugabe?
Well, there is angst, on our side in something like that happening. But look, he was old, he was senile, and obviously his faculties were beginning to deteriorate. And some people took advantage of that. We probably should have been more vigilant. So the blame is to somehow extend on our side. He should have been long retired. But anyway, he has wasted his capital. The crowd which turned up yesterday would have been the glorious crowd sending him to the Heroes' Acre, to our national shrine, on his death. Now it is coming to chastise him out of power.
And finally, do you think the army, the way it conducted itself at some point in time, was correct? Yes, it's understandable right now they are trying to do something. Others are saying they are settling scores.
No. The army did something very, very professional. People of Zimbabwe, they are bonded to the army. We created an army out of nothing, except our sacrifice. Dead bodies, young people dying in the 70s. That's how we created our army. So the people want to be in step with their army. And once the army got the feelings of the people of Zimbabwe, it moved, and the people responded in kind to the army. We are bonded with our army. It's a people's army, and their conduct has been impeccable, completely, totally professional. I told you, African coups, they've got a way of having a nasty ending, but this one has been done in such a way that you actually happy that the army just corrected a situation which was, and it was not a coup.
Is it a coup or not a coup?
I'm saying African coups have got a way of turning out to be nasty. This one was a correction by the army, an intervention, a timely and expeditious intervention on a situation which would have deteriorated and ended up Zimbabweans at each other's throats. The army was exquisite in the intervention.
Thank you so
Is it
much.
true that Mugabe has appointed a new army general? There's some swirling rumor that
He has no capacity to appoint a new general. You saw the people yesterday. The people are sovereign in Zimbabwe, and the crowd. He has absolutely none of those powers as of yesterday. You know, when the people turned out in big scores to come and show where their hearts belong. If he does that, it will be the worst folly of his time for him.
What do you expect from the meeting? We are told that he is going to meet the hierarchy.
Well, you know, from our point of view, they've been having their negotiations for a week. He better give in to them now. If he doesn't, we take over from where the defense forces left.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? We'll say we want a team from the party, we want a team from the war veterans to go and tell him to march out of his institute. We'll take him. If he doesn't, then we bring back the crowd and they'll do the business.
Where is Emerson Mnangagwa?
I wouldn't know. I think his family would be best placed to explain where he is at this. Or you ask the Minister of Home Affairs. Alternatively, you can ask any of the foreign ministers of the countries where he's supposed to be. I can't speak on their behalf.
Do you know how Mr. Mugabe is faring? Have you had any direct contact?
No. That is with the army generals. We are not. But if he continues, we are at the point of intervention. You saw how we turned the whole country yesterday to show why their feelings are. That was done by the War Veterans Association. And if he continues, we want to take away from where the people left yesterday. We'll call them back.
Where will you draw the line? What's your timeline? When will you intervene?
The army must finish with him today by 12. If he doesn't, we take over from there.
Who should take over?
The war veterans and the people of Zimbabwe.
Who should lead the interim government?
Well, that's for the parties. We are not politicians. We are a pressure group as war veterans. Mr. Zuma can win. You have chance.
We are in Garuba interview.
That moment Venezuela is hereby recalled from the position of Vice President and Second Secretary of Zambia for being divisive, a member of the cabal, protecting criminals, preaching hate speech, and behaving in a manner inconsistent with the office and the decorum of the office as Vice President. Letwina Mudenge, Grace Mugane, Kuzana Chipanga, Walter Mzeli, Chineza, Makofini Romani, Anastasia Gomi, Mandikine, We have seen democracy at play people have spoken. This Central Committee is agreed on the recall of the President and First Secretary of ZANU-PF, Comrade Arajib Ghani. He has been known for a long time, and we have all learned a great deal from him. It is a sad page in the history of our Revolutionary Party that Comrade Arajib Ghani has to depart in such a manner. It is unfortunate, comrades, that he has surrounded himself with a wicked cabal bent on reversing the gains of our liberation struggle. Central committee meetings, cabinet meetings, political meetings were recorded. The deliberations of all those were recorded by non-spies. And it made it very difficult for members to contribute during the debate, knowing very well that they were these renegades. Inasmuch as this is said, it is historic that the party shall never again allow such undemocratic processes and procedures in the conduct of its business. The reinstatement of the Vice President and Second Secretary, Comrades Emerson Nangagwa, to his position in the government and the party is indeed a welcome sort of resolution. The resolutions endorsed in this meeting, colleagues, will no doubt reinvigorate and rejuvenate party making. It is stronger and united. Let's work together to shun regionalism, tribalism, and factionalism, so that the party is strengthened and united as we open a new page in the history. Thank you, comrades. Thank you, comrades. I want to thank you once again for all to the deliberations for this successful, extraordinary session of the Central Committee. May God bless you and thank you very much.
It really demonstrated the seriousness that you attach to your party affairs. I thank you very much. I presume that you had a very wonderful, peaceful night, and that you were also quite pleased about the accommodation and also the food that was provided last night for those that were accommodated at the Sheraton Hotel. On housekeeping issues, accommodation for those that are going to be traveling long distance, please, we have also made arrangements to make sure that you leave tomorrow. So accommodation will still be provided with Sheraton Hotel.
vaine discipline professionally right.
And what does this signify to SADC and the other countries, considering the behavior that the Zimbabwe Defense Forces has instituted in the country?
Our defense forces are very well trained, they are professional, they are patriotic, and they execute their constitutional mandate very correctly.
What would you say to the masses of Zimbabwe who also behaved well on the march that they took place here yesterday?
Yes, they behaved very well, and it is in everybody's interest to maintain peace in this country. That will enable us to have an environment where we can achieve rapid socio-economic development.
Some sections have said soldiers must go back to the barracks. What's your say as Minister of Defense?
They came to perform a duty, and after that duty has been performed, you obviously go to the areas.
Thank you so much. Your last words of wisdom to the Zimbabweans that will be watching this world over.
To the Zimbabweans?
Yes.
Let's remain united. Let's rededicate ourselves to developing our country so that we become the jewel of Africa.
Thank you so much.
All right.
What does it mean to be Zimbabwean? To be Zimbabwean is to carry the mark of leadership. And leadership begins when you embrace your purpose and take responsibility. These times we're living in are evidence that each one of us was born in this generation for a great purpose. A purpose to shape Zimbabwe's future, a responsibility to carry the promise and live in the Zimbabwe we want. Zimbabwe is waiting for a generation of people who understand the meaning of standing up, You are the stepping stone, the one with the flame of inspiration, the one with the passion, the one who has what it takes to move Zimbabwe forward. It's time to stand up and do what is right. It's time to rise and do your part. It's beyond a privilege. It's an inheritance, a pledge that everyone has to make. So rise, Zimbabwe. Simuka, Zimbabwe. Pakama, Zimbabwe. It's time to pledge, register, and go vote.
This livecast has been powered by ZimDI TV News, a division of Sly Media Productions, specialists in social media streaming and in-house TV productions.